Good day, traders. This is Rick with your market update for the Futures Trading Coach Live Trading Alert Room. Today is Thursday, January 16th. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in this market, crude oil has been very slow. There was a big run up yesterday, and the market was just kind of taking a breather here. We did manage to get one trade in crude, which I'll talk about in a second. We had one opportunity, really two opportunities in the ES, but realistically probably only there's three opportunities in the ES that were mentioned. Really only two of them were called trades, and probably most people were only in one of them at best. So let me run through what we did. I'll explain what happened here. What we did was right after the market opened, we got long 950. This is a 950, 750 event. So what we do is we go long 950 here. We know that the market can pull back 1.5 to 2 points based on our understanding of what the retail trader is doing. And we added at 750 for an average of 850. And the market came up. It went up to about 41. So it produced about 2 points there on that trade. And my target up there, by the way, that's where I told them all along, that's where the market wanted to go, and that's as far as it did go, at least for the morning session. And actually, even now, it's as far as it went. I'm going to scroll through this. Simultaneously, I said if you didn't want to take that one, or some people were in both, we got short on crude oil at 8:45 Central Standard Time. The price was 93.75. Now, we expect this trade to go a minimum of 15 pennies. Could go up to 20 pennies, and if it goes farther than that, it could potentially go much, much further. In this scenario, I told people, while the market was right down here, it was very, very slow, so everybody had ample opportunity to take profits. I said it went 15 pennies. I said, you know, you need to go 14 pennies to get filled. I mean, normally it usually goes in between 15 to 20 pennies at a minimum, but I knew that this would be tight. So I told everybody to take it off, 14 pennies, 13 pennies, and there was ample opportunity to do that for a couple candles here. Now, so that was about 13, 14 pennies. That's about the equivalent of 2.5 ES points. So not a bad trade given a slow market. I mean, it didn't really do anything here. It's just been flatlined the whole day. Okay, that was a winner. Here was a winner. Now, what happened was, I'm not sure if it was unscheduled or not, but we had our Fed chairman in the United States, Ben Bernanke, speaking, and he was on right around here in the ES, right around 10:21 Central Standard Time, all the way up for a while here. I said this is what basically is the equivalent of a news event. Now, when the market came up here, I said that there was absolutely a method trade. There was a long opportunity. We do not trade news unless we're able to be in the trade before the news starts, and we've got guaranteed profits locked in, and we're in a no-lose type of situation. This came right in the middle of the news, so I said that while I fully expected the market to most likely go up, it was a method trade. I did not call it for the room, but I wanted people to know in advance so that, if it worked, which they do 80-85% of the time, that it was a method trade beforehand and not tell them after the fact. I said the highest I would buy it would be 37. You could have gotten in as low as 36.25 and been filled. Actually 36 and been filled, but realistically 36.25 would have been the price if there was no news. I said you could buy it as high as 37, which there was 3 candles here where you could have been filled, and that also produced profits. Now, when the market came up here, I did call this trade. We got long again, the same as before. We got long at 950 for those who wanted to take it. Now, this was about 12, 15 minutes before the room was going to close. So a lot of people were not in this trade, but it was called. I told people in advance, it probably is going to pull back again. Okay, and we would add. Everybody knew what they were supposed to do. We were averaging at 850, and I said that it's very simple. This thing could go through lunch. You might have to sit in it for a while. I personally just got back from lunch, and the trade still, you would have never been stopped out on the trade, and the thing went up, and it produced from 850, 950, 150, another couple points. Okay, now again, I don't think 80-90% of the room was in this. because the room was closed. A lot of people don't like, but the point is, it was a called trade. Someone could have taken it if they wanted to. It's very easy to manage. All of our trades are pretty easy to manage, very easy to manage. And this one would have been another couple point winner as well. So realistically, 1 to 2 trades. I mean, there was 4 things that were called out. A lot of people were not in them just because of the slowness of the market. But again, 13, 14 pennies here, about 2.5 ES points equivalent. Here, 0.2 to 2 points. And that was pretty much the day so far. So all 4 trades that were mentioned and or called were winners. And it was just, given the day, we did fairly well, given the fact that it really isn't going too far. So we're going to come back and we're going to do it tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow's going to be Friday. And until then, happy trading.